I got ice cream machine. I got ice cream machine. Okay, the topics of today. First of all, our first exercise, neck stretch. So head goes to the side and feel the stretch in the neck. If you don't feel it, just pull a little bit more down. And then after we will go to the other side. Okay, so the topic of today, I will tell you as well about the ice cream machine. And actually this ice cream machine came just in time because I am again on track with my proper diet. Okay, other side. And I don't like to call it diet because it's not a diet, it should be a lifestyle. These should be normal day-to-day habits, but I'm back on a clean eating, no restrictions, because I got so many pimples now, and normally you need around 1 month to get rid of everything, to get back. Like in the beginning of the year, I was in my perfect shape and I followed my kind of rules. So we will talk about this today. Okay, next exercise. You can stay in the same position, lock your arms behind your back, and then slowly put them up and down, and then slowly again up as much as you can. Squeeze the shoulder blades and go up. So also today, in the last video, I said that we will do a test of what you ate today, and if it was well, I will also show you what I ate and we will talk about it a little bit. And in the last video we didn't have enough time, we ran out of time, so we are talking about this in this one. And another point I wanted to talk about is how not to overeat. It's one of the subscribers who wanted more discussion on this, how not to overeat. Okay, our next exercise. So now try as much as you can to reach, like to lock hand to hand. Well, you can see in the video, right, the position, the exercise. So one hand is bent from the how to say, from the down, the other one goes from the up, and you connect them if you can. For example, with this side I can, let's change now, and then other side I cannot do it. It's so weird, you know, how our both sides are. For example, I was dancing ballroom dance, and the position in which you stand when you dance, especially if it's classic dances like waltz, foxtrot, tango, you are kind of stretching. Okay, next. So we are going to bend one leg in front of you and one leg to the side. Go a little bit wider with the feet so that one of the legs can fit in that gap, you know what I mean? And then you are kind of just moving from side to side. Continue. I'm just changing a little bit the sound on my computer, but continue, side to side, yeah. So with the dancing, I would always stretch to one side. Actually, it's not symmetric. And now I even see, for example, on my feet, on my heels, let's go into straight leg stretch, straight legs, and just bend over your legs, stretch. So I see always when I do my pedicure or I go to do pedicure, I can see that one heel is more, like there's more skin to remove, yeah? So it means that I put always more weight on one side. And that leg, it would be the leg on which you would keep your balance. When I was dancing, yes, you would have to keep all your balance on that one leg. And the other one is, there is less weight on it at all times. It's interesting, right? So, yeah, there is a slight as a result, there's a slight curve in the spine. And yeah, I'm kind of leaning more on one side basically, and that's why it's good to do all these exercises, the stretching. Okay, let's go into wide leg stretch. So let's start talking about our eating habits. So for breakfast, let's remember a little bit. For breakfast, let's focus on slow carbs and fruits. And we can also add some protein, healthy fats, and vegetables as well. Vegetables, or it can be any like salad, herbs. And here I follow my kind of, not intuition, yes, not intuition, not hunger, but like the gut, literally the gut feeling, you know, because it's good to have a variety. But I focus normally on one thing, and then after some time, I switch. Or for example, now I am focused on oatmeal, but I'm changing what I put together with it. Okay, let's go on one side, yes, to one leg. So for example, oatmeal, and I add banana with maybe some almond, like powder, like grind almond, basically like almond flour, and some coconut flakes, for example, some honey. And another day, instead of banana, I will add some berries, you know, or some other fruit. Okay, let's change the leg. So this is the photo of what I ate today. This is actually before I microwaved it. I just wanted to show a little bit the size, the quantity of how much berries I put. It was still frozen, huh? It was still frozen. Normally I don't put frozen ones, I put fresh berries, but this time I didn't have the fresh ones. Okay, our next exercise, go on your knees and then lean backwards. So we will do quadriceps, the front of the legs. Also put your hips kind of like rotate them inwards, and feel how the upper part of the legs is stretched. I'm at the same time tanning my face. The sun is literally shining in my face now. So here, about my breakfast, yes, let's continue on that. So it was oatmeal with berries and some spices as well, like such as cannelle, cinnamon, voila, cinnamon, and all the other little powders, coconut flakes. But another day I might have maybe some celery and some avocado. Okay, next exercise, the same position, inner arm stretch. Your arms go in front, the fingers look backwards, and feel the stretch in your inner arms. So yeah, and then for lunch we are, so just to do the test, what did you eat today for breakfast? My rules are no sugar, no pastry, no fried foods. I think that's so. No processed foods as well, you know. So for lunch, again, I will add the photo here. It was actually yesterday that I was a bit lazy to cook, so I just grabbed a prepared meal. Here I was not able, of course, to check the quantities of each ingredient. Okay, next exercise, lunge. So both legs are bent and you go back and forth. The hands, the arms are near the frontal foot, and you go back and forth. Straighten, when you go back, straighten the frontal leg. So yeah, I didn't have opportunity to check for the quantities, right? I cannot, like, if I was cooking myself, I can put the proper proportions, which, if you remember well from my other videos, By the way, if you need any help with all these things, don't hesitate to click on the link in the description. Take a consultation. We can talk about it, because sometimes it's very good when somebody else from the side sees the big picture. Sometimes we don't know what's going on. It looks like you're doing everything correct, but then, okay, this little thing. Let's change the leg, the same exercise. So otherwise, let's remember that half of the plate, and this is for the two main dishes of the day. It will be lunch and dinner. So we have half of the plate. Salad, vegetables, can be raw vegetables or cooked, preferably steamed, boiled, not fried. I don't fry anything anymore. I don't fry anything anymore at all. And then 1/4 we have long carbs, and 1/4 we have protein, preferably plant protein, but we don't have to exclude any like meat or fish. But it's better to have the meat or fish or seafood portion just once per day. Now, it depends, I'm telling you about the ideal case scenario. Depends where you are at, where, if you've been, okay, next exercise, side lunge. So just go, so one leg is bent, yes, the other one is straight, and here just go as low as you can, as wide as you can, just like feel the stretch in the inner thighs. It's a bit difficult to hold yourself, just find the best position, just hold that stretch. If you've been eating processed food all your life, and now I will tell you just switch completely 100%, to this proper ideal scenario, it will be very difficult. You will just get all overwhelmed, and it will feel like a diet, like a restriction. Okay, let's go to the other side. The same, deep lunge, and other side. So step by step, one thing at a time. Make it your habit. Start eating more vegetables, maybe, but it has to be tasty. It has to be tasty and also visually appealing. So we have lunch and dinner. That was my lunch. It was a bit of salmon. So if we look at it from the I look very funny there, actually, struggling to keep that pose, but okay. So if we are analyzing that meal, then for the green part we had salad. For the protein, there were some salmon pieces and edamame beans. Okay, our next exercise, on your fours, and then we have cat-cow. Your back goes round, and then you arch your back. You can hold in both positions for a couple of seconds to feel a stronger stretch. So yes, I was saying that for the green part we have salad, for the protein we have edamame beans and salmon pieces, and for the carbs we had rice. To make it even better, the rice could be wild, for example, because the white rice is actually processed already, and the good stuff is removed from the white rice in order for it to be easier, like stored easier, because when the rice is not processed, the storage time, the storage duration is lower. So such rice, it will be more difficult to store it. So that's why for the manufacturers it's better to sell the processed rice. It will have a longer shelf life. But for us, it's better to have wild rice to eat it, yeah? Okay, our next exercise, the same position, but here we have the chest, the upper body, which goes up and down. When it goes up, you feel the stretch in the shoulder area, and when it goes down, you squeeze the shoulder blades. So no arch in the back, but it's more just the movement of the upper body. Okay, next exercise, hands behind your head, and you will open up the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then when you close, your head goes down, your back is round, and you can hold in each position for a couple of seconds. Yeah, so I got my ice cream machine, and why I said it coincides very well with this moment, because sometimes, of course, you want a little bit something sweet, you don't want, but I know that I need to do a cleanse, you know. I've been eating not properly. My body, my skin reacts so much if I don't eat ideally, you know, like I don't have other choice. If I eat a little bit of something with gluten or however, I don't have, by the analysis, I don't have gluten intolerance. Okay, next, create a square with your arms, and you go behind your head or over your head, up, you hold, and you go back. Yes, up and down, up and down. I see that again, we will not have enough time to discuss all the topics, so I will continue in the next video. But here I think we already have quite a lot of useful information in any case. And I'm speaking so quickly, you know, so fast. I'm trying to speak so fast, but still, just so many things to discuss, so many topics. And okay, so the ice cream machine, that ice cream machine, it can create ice cream from like sorbet as well, fruits. And I cannot wait to finish. I cannot wait to finish this video now, just to go and try it out. And also you can use plant milk. Okay, our next exercise, twist. So one leg is straight, the other one goes on top of it, and then the opposite arm goes over the knee. You can also bend the leg, which is straight. It will be a bit more kind of difficult. If you can, go on your elbow down, the twist will be stronger. Also try to look behind your shoulder, then it will be completely a complete proper twist. Look behind your shoulder and twist. Yeah, so to curb that sweet tooth, this ice cream machine is so good. However, I saw that I think it will take like 45 minutes to create that ice cream. Let's change the same exercise. We change other side, the same. One leg straight, or it can be bent. One leg, the other leg goes over that one. The opposite arm goes over the knee. If you can, go on your elbow and just twist, twist, twist. And yeah, so whenever I want something kind of sweet, because in any case, if the fruit is processed, I mean, for example, fruit in a smoothie, the fiber is cut. It means that the sugar in the fruits will get into the bloodstream faster. However, you see, all the carbs, like when you eat, for example, rice, it also gets broken down into sugar, actually. But these processes are complex. That's why there's always this debate why honey is better than white sugar, you know. Okay, the last exercises. So just stretch a little bit your arms up, your legs, stretch out. Then we will do the lymphatic drainage a little bit. So your limbs, your arms and legs go up. and start to tremble, tremble, tremble from the hips, from the shoulders, tremble, tremble, tremble. And just to say, just to finish my sentence about the sugar, now tap, 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 everything. Tap your legs, your belly, your chest, your face, to activate everything, the metabolism. So the sugars in fruits, they will still be, the breakdown of those sugars will be more complex and still healthier than simple table white sugar, you know. Okay, so subscribe, comment something, comment. Always nice to have a discussion. Otherwise, that's all for today. We will continue our discussion as always in the next videos. Ciao!